Hi guys, it's Hannah and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It's Thursday when we start our vlogs and I just wanted to give you a little catch up, a little recap of my current reading situation. So in the last vlog I just finished yesterday Potkins and Snubs, which was a middle grade like noir 40s style detective story. And I really enjoyed that. I still haven't written out my review yet, so I'm not sure what it'll get, but it'll probably be a high 3 stars, I would say. And I'm going to start today Potkins and Stubbs, The Haunting of Pelican City, which is the second in the series. I'm not going to lie, my pain in my hip for the last couple of days has been astronomical and I'm having trouble focusing. So I have to go to work in a couple of hours. But I'm not working tomorrow, so once that I'm finished tonight, then that's me off for the weekend so that I can rest up. And I'm hoping that I'll have enough attention to actually get dug into this tonight. But I will check in tomorrow and let you guys know if I manage to get this started or not, and how you can't show your butt to people, Turnip, and you can't hit me in the face with your tail. So we're going to try to start this tonight, but we'll see how it goes. And I think the weekend this week is just going to be pretty low-key until I can get over this little flare-up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and fingers crossed it's good news. Hello everyone, it is Friday and your girl did not get hardly any sleep last night, which was good for my reading. It meant that I actually completely finished Wind in the Willows, which was not my intention to start, but that's just what I was in the mood for. I've seen many adaptations of this, but I've never actually read the book in full. I started it once and just couldn't get into it. But I have this gorgeous illustrated edition that was just really fun to read and just had really beautiful drawings through it that just kind of just cheered me up and just took me out of myself for a little while last night. And I completely finished the whole book, so I really enjoyed that. I think I'll probably get a high 4 star. There was some of it was super confusing, and also I'll have to think a wee bit more on it, even though it's like a children's classic. I'm not sure I would give this to a child to read on their own. One, because of the confusing nature, and two, there is some topics alluded to which are more adult in content, like nothing inappropriate, but they are like, look at that, it was absolutely gorgeous. But stuff that you would want to, if a child said, was what does that mean that you could talk to them in a way that you want to talk to your children on what you think is like appropriate ways to discuss things. Like there was talk about, well, like when Toad was pretending to be a woman, like, oh, watch out for your guard, like, you know what men's like, he'll just grab you, and he does just grab her and make these remarks. So I don't think you would just want to let a child consume that. It's not done in an inappropriate way, but I think you would want to be reading it with them, that you could kind of discuss it and answer questions. The artwork was absolutely beautiful, and it does not say anywhere. This was illustrated by Eric Kincaid, and it is just done beautifully. So props to Eric Kincaid on this one. But yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable. I'm just flicking through it here to try and show you some of my favorite pages with the pictures on it. Maybe she like jumped up here and was like, me. So yeah, that was really fun. So I've not started the second Potkins and Stubbs. I keep saying snub, but it's Stubbs book yet. But that I'm gonna start that now because, well, there's housework to be done. But to be honest with you, I'm not even up to it. So I'm just going to make a hot water bottle and lie here and try to have enough concentration to get through this. And yeah, it's not even lunchtime yet. So hopefully by tonight I'll have an update for you on this. Hey guys, it's now Monday, and as we found out, there's almost a pattern of me not doing well at updating on the weekends, but this weekend I did have an excuse. Husband was sick, so There was a lot of looking after him, and then a lot of just like playing games and chillaxing and resting up and eating good food. So that's what I was doing over the weekend. But I did finish The Haunting of Pelican City, and unfortunately this, like the first one, was a slight letdown and just ended up getting a mediocre 3 stars. But I have come up with a system for how I'm going to review books on the channel, and I've just filmed some. So what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to pick the day that's best for me in terms of time and film all the book reviews of all the books I've read since the previous time that I filmed, whether it be 1 book, 6 books, it doesn't matter. Film them all just back to back and then schedule them for the following week. So I filmed them today, Monday, so I'll schedule them for next. I filmed 3. The Witchfinder's Sister, the 2 Potkin books, and Wind in the Willows. So that was the 3 books that I've read this week, and I'm going to then put them up next Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then someday next week I'll film what I've read this week and put it up the next week. And that means the reviews are always going up after the vlog, which means if you guys watch the vlog, are interested in what I'm reading, but not so much a clinical, not that I'm doing clinical analysis, but you know, a more breakdown review, then you can skip those. And if you want to watch both, then you'll be getting kind of my feelings before you get the set down, broke down. Okay, after I've thought about it, this is what I think about this aspect and this aspect. And if you just want to watch the reviews, I don't know why you would be in the middle of a vlog if you don't want to watch the vlog, just the reviews, and you know they're going up at the start of the week, whereas the vlog goes up at the end of the week. So at least that's sort of the only thing is then for all my reviews for the week, whether it be 1 or a 6 or however many books I tend to read, not that it'll be 6, then I'm just in the same outfit because I'm just filming them back to back. But I think that's a way that'll work for me. So fingers crossed that works. So my next book, I know I have 2 library books I still have to get to. Nevernight, which I'm just not feeling in the mood for at the minute, and I, Coriander, which is a historical fiction, also not really in the mood for at the minute. So I've decided that I'm going to start The Hunger Games. I've never read this series. I've owned them all for a really long time. As I can say, like on the first one it says like the movie's coming like the following year. So I've had these for probably 8 or 9 years anyway. And but I never read them. And then I always felt like I would like them, but just never got around to it. And then sometime this year, well, it must have been this year, because I found the prequel that was released in like February, in like about June time, I think, in the charity shop for £2, like a brand new hardcover, never touched. So I bought that as well. So I now have the prequel, the Songbird Ballad or whatever it's called. So I have that as well. So I have all 3 books and the prequel, although by asking people, they seem to think, I was thinking, should I read the prequel and then the series? And they said no, series and then prequel. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start with this today and see how far we'll get. I was doing all my Halloween activities for the kids to do this week, this morning, and that went really good. And I have to go to work later on, so I have an hour or so, and I'm going to see how much of this that I can get done, and I'll update you tomorrow with how I'm finding it. Well guys, it's Wednesday and it's the final day of the vlog again. I think I've decided that I'm not going to continue doing these through to the end of the year. They've been really fun to do it for the month, to see how it goes, and I'm going to try a couple of different things. We're getting into the busy time of the year with work and personal life, and the weather here has been awful. As you've seen this week, I haven't even been able to get out on walks to show you guys anything. It's literally just me sitting in here talking. So depending on what you guys think, we'll maybe try and shift it up, and from November on try some new things. But I did finish The Hunger Games. I finished it yesterday. I read it all in like just over 24 hours. And I did really enjoy it. I think it's going to be like a high 4-star when I finally get it through. But I think because I'm planning to read like the series back to back, I might not review them until I have them all read. Because then I can get a better overview picture of the character development and like little hints that were dropped throughout the stuff. So I think I'm going to leave that. There's no rush on my library books. I was saying I felt bad reading these when I had 2 books that still had to go back to the library. But they've closed the libraries for at least a month again. So there's no rush on getting them back anyway. So I have started Catching Fire, and I'm only on like chapter 3, about 40 pages in. And I'm liking this too. They're just fun. They're quick pace. and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So this has been going pretty good, and I think it'll be nice for like a couple of weeks. As I said, I want to be really busy for a while and just to have something fun. And I would say the first one, even though I haven't seen the movie, I've read the books before, I was culturally aware of like the idea of the Hunger Games and the main characters and basically how it ended. But there was a couple of things in here that were a shock to me. But going forward into the second, third book and then the prequel, I have no idea what happens. So that'll be really interesting. So let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought. And keep an eye out for the start of next week when I'm going to start doing my weekly reviews and review every book I read. And I'm going to try to keep that up to the end of the year and then just do normal one video a week. So I'll be doing one video a week, whether it's a wrap up, tag, discussion, that kind of thing. Cat almost hit the tripod. And then other than that, just do my book reviews every week. So that's the plan for the rest of the year. And once we see when the new year rolls around, what's going on, what situation we're in, we might pick up weekly vlogs again. Or I'm thinking even next year of just doing a reading vlog 1 week a month for the year, if you know what I mean. So we'll see how that goes. But for this week, for October, from me and Turnip, it's a goodbye. I hope you're all happy and healthy and staying safe and taking care of yourselves. And hopefully I'll see you next week for some book reviews. Goodbye.